Happy birthday to my sainted Mather, who's turning 20 for the fourth time. Thank you for birthing, raising, and loving me and teaching me mostly good things. I've always admired your resilience, sense of humor, decency to other people, Christmas table, and impeccable grammar. I remember you plucking gray hairs back when you thought you could keep up. I remember you and a friend catcalling a handsome pedestrian as we passed by in a car. I remember you learning to scuba dive and belly dance. I remember you teaching me to drive in Mount Auburn Cemetery. I remember you lighting a cigarette with your foot. I have enjoyed teasing you occasionally about your suspicion that various disasters, lethal animals, and deranged killers were just a moment's carelessness away. I treasure the adventures that we've had in many far parts of the world. I look forward to beating and being beaten by you in future games of Spite and Malice. I love you always.
Hi, Sue. In this time of quarantine, it's really hard, I think, to have such a major birthday, but we can still celebrate even though we have to do it by video. Um, I really miss being at book group with you. I miss you because you're fun loving and you make book group fun for everybody. And you always have a good comment about the books, and you are always funny. And that makes things really good for the rest of us. One thing I regret, and it's not really about book group, it's that a few years ago, you and some other friends were going to see a movie that was a little risque. I think it was 50 Shades of Grey. And I really wanted to come with you. And you said, well, come along. And we giggled about it. And unfortunately, something came up and I couldn't go. And I've always thought it would have been so much fun to see a movie like that with you, because you would have had great comments about it. I know that this is hard for you to be quarantined for your birthday, but I wish you a magnificent, spectacular, and magical birthday, and I hope that all your wishes come true. So happy birthday, Sue.
Susie, I think I remember a birthday for you at the Reeds when you discovered in the course of the birthday party that you were actually a year younger than you thought you were. And it was a wonderful reminder that it's better not to count the years after a certain point. But boy, have you worn those years well. It's been such a great pleasure to be your friend. I miss our friends, the Reeds, but I'm so grateful to them for putting us together. Happy birthday, and here's to more good times ahead.
Oh, hi, Sue. Well, your son, Ben, should be a professor for teaching me how to give you this high-tech birthday greeting. So let's see. Ben suggested to me that I could come up with a remembrance. Sue, in your case, that's easy. There's a recollection that I have of you when we were very young that's stayed with me through the years with a clarity that's almost like a dream. It comes to me every now and then, and it puts a smile on my face. So the remembrance is when we were very young. We were up at I think they call it the upper farm, the one with a pond. And we were in the field that's right across from the cemetery. And the field had high corn stalks in it. The stalks were high, so it must have been August, something like that. Anyhow, there was a bunch of you and me and our cousins. I think Greg and Dana, Martha, Michael was probably there. I'm not sure who else. Anyhow, we started playing hide and seek in the corn stalks. So, of course, we were trying to find you. So you ran into the stalks, and I remember trying to follow you, trying to figure out where you were. At one point, I stayed very still because when you're trying to find somebody in corn stalks, that's a great way of finding them. But it was all quiet, huh? So obviously you had figured out that was a good way to hide too. So I remember looking around, and just out of the corner of my eye, I saw you. You were hiding behind two big stalks, and you had this big smile on your face. You were trying not to laugh. So I remember trying to stay cool because I thought if I could make a quick move, I could catch you. And that's where my recollection stops. But one thing I do remember, though, from those times is that you were one of my favorite cousins, and boy, that's still the case. So listen, Sue, I hope things are going well for you. Take care of yourself. God bless, okay? Bye-bye.
Wishing a fabulous birthday to my other mother. So many wonderful memories, playing Oh Hell, Spite and Malice. You and Mom lying on the back porch sunbathing and supervising my dad in his garden. Fabulous trips to Martha's Vineyard. You and Mom embarrassing me at Union College for my freshman orientation by wearing Groucho Marx noses and glasses. Our wonderful trip to Portugal, which I'll never forget. Fabulous, delicious dinners at Bergamo. If we were there right now, I would raise a jubilant and say, cheerio, old bean, happy birthday, and I love you very much.
Hi, Susie. Happy birthday. I think I've said that to you now for 54 years. When we first met, you were living in Somerville, and I was living in Cambridge. Now you're living in Cambridge, and I have a place in Somerville, and I don't think anything else has changed at all. We've had some wonderful, wonderful times together. I've seen you at your best, and I've seen you at your worst, and vice versa. I remember our trip to Italy together, and that palace we stayed at in Venice, where you had a room that you couldn't even enter, and the time we had in Puerto Rico with the children. Anyway, I love you. I've loved you for 54 years, and I probably will continue to do so for another 54 if we make that. Take care. I wish I were with you. Bye-bye.
2, 1, go.
Hi, Sue. Happy birthday. Wish we could be with you. We've known you for such a long time, that as long as we've known Kit and Jane, and you know that goes back a long time. More recently, we've had such fun eating and seeing really bizarre movies together, and I look forward to picking up where we left off. In the meantime, Sue, save me a seat in your backyard and have fun on your birthday. See you soon.
Hey, Sue. When I first met you, you were simply called Carlson. You didn't have a first name. That was back in the Fallen Street era. A lot has happened since then, and I'm grateful that we've been able to count you as a friend ever since. When life gets back to something like normal, we look forward to having a proper celebration with you. Meanwhile, we will have to make do with happy memories of steak and cream spinach. Happy birthday.
Hi, Sue. Happy birthday. Here's a limerick I've written for you. We met back at John Kenneth G's, but it was Andrea you had to please. That wasn't so fun, but you got the job done, and our friendship has lasted for years, said with a Boston accent. Happy birthday, Sue, from Nanny. Bye.
Hi, Sue. It's Chris Cahill from the Center for Population Studies. Long time no see. Just wanted to wish you the happiest of birthdays. And hopefully when the world gets a little more normal, we'll get back to Cambridge and get in to see you soon. Enjoy your very special day. Bye.
Sue, happy birthday. This is a Cambridge event. I'm between two Julia Child's fantastic rose bushes, which I would bring to your house in a vase if I were there, but we're in Barnstable. Happy birthday.
Hey, Sue, it's Mark Bailey. I cannot believe that you're turning 80. Congratulations and happy birthday. First of all, I want to say that you are a legend. You may not know it, but you are. Everyone that I've met or, come in contact with, work, personal life, just friends. I've told him a Sue Carlson story because there are many. Thank you so much for all the great laughs, the great times that we had working together. Thanks for being you, for being, so strong, for being a fighter, for being one of the most authentic people I've ever met, one of the most straightforward people I've ever met, honest person I've ever met. And I just wish that you have all the happiness in the world this year and every year after. I miss you, and I am just so happy to be a part of this, to tell you what basically a great person you are and how amazing you are. I think you know. You don't need a video. All right. Love you, Sue, and have a great day. Happy birthday. Bye.
Sue, I'd like to wish you a very, very happy birthday on your 80th year. You've been a wonderful friend ever since I was practically born. I don't know when our parents, you met my parents, but it would have been the 1960s for sure. And you've been always a youthful person. I've always enjoyed knowing you through all stages of my life, both as a child, adolescent, young adult, and now as a more mature adult. Always enjoy our time together. You're just a very, very special person. And you exude warmth, you exude optimism. You have that wonderful, Midwestern openness. I don't know quite how you ended up in New England. There's a story there that I want to ask you about at some point. I very much enjoyed our time, unfortunately, having to say goodbye to our friend Carl Resendes. But then on the way back, because the service was, the memorial service was dry and driving you back to Cambridge, it was very special in order to find that tavern. This was in pre-COVID-19 days, which were not too far away, to have an enjoyable beer, an enjoyable glass of wine with you and talk about your days in Cambridge and living in the apartment, which was in half Cambridge, half Somerville. You are full of wit, full of intelligence, again, full of love. You've been very, very wonderful to my parents. This is not to be shared, but you are basically, one of my mother's last friends, and it's you understand her, you forgive her, you stick with her. One of the more unbelievable episodes that I recall is you were going to take a trip to China together, and then my mother backed out. I believe the plane was going to leave at something like 10 a.m. and my father called to inform you at 3 a.m. of the morning of departure that my mother wasn't going to come, that you would, remain a close friend of hers and being supportive of hers through something like that is deeply touching. So I wish you a very happy 80th. You've got a tremendous amount to be proud of. Your sons are wonderful people. I don't think I think I've met your grandchildren, but it's been a while. But I'm, without any question, they're wonderful too. And you are in my heart. I know that you're in the heart of all of the rest of my family. And again, I just want to really, deeply express my appreciation for you being a unique person, for being somebody, important in my life. You're somebody who I've at times haven't seen for years when I've been out of the West Coast, graduate school and that kind of stuff. Coming back to see you every time we meet, it's as if, as was true with any great friends, that we just hadn't seen each other for 1 or 2 days. So again, we love you. God bless you, and happy birthday to you.
Hi, Sue. As you know, some of the bigger events in our life together happened right around your birthday. The first time that we were together, just the two of us, was an afternoon 2 days after your 18th birthday. And we started to date then for 2 years in a group in town that was one of the more adventurous and fun-loving, but even they considered us their Scott and Zelda. Our wedding was a few weeks short of your 20th birthday, and we separated a few weeks short of your 30th. But we produced two marvelous sons, each of whom has given us much to be proud of, much to be thankful for, and now a bunch of fabulous grandchildren. We had our ups and downs, but we have some great memories. We had some great times together, experienced a lot of things. I think you might agree that we each grew up a little more together in our early years. As parents, we've maintained the contact, of course, but I think it's been a very, very welcome thing that we've nurtured the friendship as well. So for what must be the 61st or 62nd time, a very happy birthday to you, Sue.
Hi, Sue. Happy birthday. Lots of love from New Mexico. Can't wait to get back to Cambridge and see you and play some OHEL. I just wanted to say thanks for being in my life. You were a great woman besides my mom that I could learn from, and I was really lucky. So take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.
Sue, this is Clayton Adams. You were part of my extended family when I occupied the Hyam household in the late 70s and early 80s, or into the mid 80s. I still consider you part of my extended family. I'm sorry we haven't seen each other that many times over the years. Happy damn birthday.
Happy birthday, Susie Q. I'm wishing you a happy birthday from afar. I hope you're having a great day. I was thinking, and I can't remember a time when I didn't know you. I remember doing so many things with you over the years, from being a young person balancing checkbooks with you at the dining room table on Royal Avenue, going to Puerto Rico as a little kid with you and being told we had to stay in between 10 and 2 so we didn't get too badly sunburned. Something I still think about to this day and during the day in sunscreen. I'm sorry I won't be able to be there in person to say happy birthday on your birthday, but I am thinking of you, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Happy birthday.
Hi, Sue. I guess you could say that we have known each other since 1977 when I came on the scene, first as Keith's girlfriend, and then later as the main squeeze for a very, very long time, since it's been now 43 years. In any case, at first it was pick up the kids, take them to a school event, might see you there, might not, go to a graduation, always saw you there, various other opportunities to mingle, initially fairly amicably, but not conversationally. And now, since Owen and Melissa's wedding and the arrival of the various grandchildren on the scene, in whatever way that occurred, things seem to have both warmed up and closened up, if you can use that expression. We enjoy having our time seeing you at ball games and at various events for the various families, including Thanksgivings and family get-togethers and whatever else may present itself. In any case, it's been a joy, and I continue to wish you the very best as you celebrate your 80th birthday. And I must say that your children and Keith's children have enriched my life immensely, and as have the various grandchildren, and that is a treasure that I will always hold near and dear. So many thanks for that, and I wish you the happiest of birthdays and many more healthy ones. So enjoy.
Happy birthday, Aunt Sue!
Happy birthday, Sue. I should say, la. That's our old calling call. I'm living near you in Cambridge and have just figured out where your house is, and I will come and visit you and say hi, happy 80th birthday in person in the very near future. Okay, happy birthday. I hope 80 is a good year for you, and I hope that I'll get to see you soon. All right. Bye-bye.
Action. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sue. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Sue. We love you.
We love you. Happy
We love
birthday.
you.
So is it just gonna?
Okay. I'm doing this for the umpteenth time, but I can't believe I am doing it because you and I agreed that FaceTime was not the best way to showcase our beauty. But anyway, your son Ben is incredibly persuasive. So, the sign across my chest says 80 and fabulous. And that says it all. Welcome to the elite club of aging beauties. You are a great friend, fun to be around, and definitely a gourmet cook, which I benefit from all too often. I often refer to you as the Bionic Woman, and sometimes Wonder Woman, because nothing can bring you down. Also, when we have medical issues, either you or I refer to you as Dr. Carlson, since you definitely know more than all your doctors and mine put together. I send lots of love and hugs to my very special friend and hope soon we can do it in person. Happy 80th, dear Sue. Love you.
Hey, Sue. Happy 80th birthday. I'm so pleased to join in wishing you a happy birthday. I'm thinking about all the memorable times that you, Mary, and I shared, starting back in the 70s when we worked together, and throughout the many get-togethers at your house, over cocktails, dinner, Curb Your Enthusiasm binging, and breakfast the next day. No matter how much time passes between visits, we settle right in and pick up where we left off. Your wit, charm, compassion, and strength are a few of the things that I love and admire about you. I cherish our friendship and appreciate having a chance to tell you. Enjoy a special day, and let's look forward to our next get-together. Take very good care.
Happy birthday, Sue. I remember vividly the first time I ever saw you. It was at Molly and David's house. And thereafter, I called you Sexy Sue. I was so overtaken by how glorious you were. I still am a huge admirer of yours, and I wish you a very, very happy birthday.
Hi, Sue. It's Phil. Happy birthday. I understand this is a big one. 80. That's pretty good. So I guess what I'm wondering is, what do you get for your 80th birthday? Diamonds or platinum? I don't know. Whatever it is, I hope somebody gives it to you. Anyway, Sue, it's been a long time. I've missed your humor. I've missed hanging out with you and the Hyams. It's been far too long. Hey, I miss you. And I hope you have a great birthday and many more. Take care. Big hug to you.
Hi, Sue. Happy birthday. I know it's a big one, and I wanted to send love and thoughts and just lots of celebratory wishes to you. You're just wonderful. I'm missing you so much, and I know I'll see you soon, and I hope you feel all loved up on your birthday. Happy birthday. Love you.
Hi, Sue. It's Rachel wishing you a very happy birthday from Maine. I hope you have a great 80th birthday. It's just crazy to think about that. I still think of you as a 40-something-year-old back when you were like a second mom to me in the Cambridge days. And anyway, I hope you have a great, great day, and I'm sending lots of love from Maine. Happy birthday. Bye.
Well, Sue, we're logging on to wish you an upcoming happy birthday. And even better than that, we're hoping to come and visit you in person. We're going to have Fitzy come by and pick us up and take us to your yard. But I need you to do a few things first. Let's get Jerry Coffee to clean up the property and make sure it looks right for an 80th birthday celebration. And let's make sure the yard itself is free of any fertile lances before we come over there. Then we're ready to come over and celebrate your birthday and review all the medical issues and anything else you want to talk about. All our best. Love you. See you soon.
Happy birthday, Sue!
Hi, Sue. This is Anna Brigham. I was really surprised when your sons reached out to me to add to your birthday video. It was a very nice surprise. So I'm just sending a big happy birthday.
Hi, I'm really glad to be joining Sue Carlson's 80th birthday celebration. My name is Lincoln Chen, and Sue and I worked together at the Harvard Population Center for nearly a decade in the 1990s. And what I remember of Sue is her kindness and her unbelievably positive spirit. She was the glue in the very small 9 Plimpton Street house that we had, and everyone gravitated to her, so the traffic all congregated around Sue. But Sue, you did a wonderful job at the Pop Center, and it was a pleasure for me to know you and work with you, and I'll always remember your kindness and your generosity spirit. Take care and have a great 80th birthday. Your sons deserve credit for organizing this. Bye now.
Happy birthday, Subi. I love you. I'm so glad Ben did this so I could say happy birthday on your big 80th. You are eternally young in my mind, eternally back at the Meeting House offices with you, Subi, Ames the Dames, and Jean the Bean, or Jeannie Beanie, or whatever you used to call me. I miss you so much. I think of us frozen in time back at those times. And I always think of our Cambridge parties. And I guess it's, I think of the Cambridge parties, you as the best teacher I ever had as a boss, forever. And the best baby shower a girl could ever wish for. Screwed me up totally when you walked in. I thought it was your surprise party and it was my baby shower. I miss you. I love you. I wish you every happy birthday ever. I'm thinking of Tim and Harry, the party at Harry's party that we went to, the dinner over there where he tripped his son. You and I cracked up laughing. There's so many memories. There's so many times, but mostly you, me, and Ames. I'm with you. Thank you, Ben. Love you. Happy birthday. Mwah.
Hi, Sue. Obviously, I want to wish you a very happy birthday. I have to say, my first thought, being a little on the selfish side, was the first day I met you and where I met you. And that was obviously my first full-time job, and that was January of 1978. So simple math would just allow you to say we've been friends for decades. And also there I met Christine. That's part of our little trio, where it's always been so comforting over these years to visit with you at your home. And aside from the fact you entertain beautifully, you always serve my favorite meal, Greek beef stew, and you have no idea how much I miss it. And I miss you. I want to let you know that I cherish the years that we've been friends. You were always and are always willing to listen to me, give advice, and also comfort in good times and bad. I miss you terribly. I will be thinking of you on your birthday and in the days that follow, and I only hope that we'll be able to meet soon. Again, I cherish our friendship, and I love you. Enjoy your day. Bye.
Happy birthday, Sue. We love you.
80 is the new 60.
You make 80 look fantastic. You're a beautiful woman. We love you so much.
We're going to have fun on Friday night celebrating.
Hope you enjoy everything that
happens. Harry's excited to have poached salmon.
We love you.
Happy birthday, Grammy. I'm so proud of you for turning 80. I never thought this was happen. Always thought you were going to be stuck in your 70s for a long time. And you've been alive for many things over your 80 years. The invention of television, the invention of movie screens, the invention of like the car, fire, tools. Back in your day, all they had was black and white. I mean, how hard was it to see everything? Well, I love you very much, and happy birthday.
I've known Sue longer than anybody. When she turns 80, I will have actually known her for 80 years. To those of you who don't know me, I'm her brother, George Sparks. I often introduce her as my older sister, but she doesn't like when I do that. She's been a wonderful sister. She likes to play cards. I occasionally let her beat me at Spite and Malice. She's a great cook. I always take her advice on movies and books to read. I love to visit her, except it's been a little bit difficult to do that this year with the pandemic. We're both up at an age now where we can start to hide our own Easter eggs. Anyhow, Sue, happy birthday. It's great that you made it.
Hi, Sue. I want to wish you a happy birthday. I hope you get a chance to enjoy the day. I know these times have been challenging, but I hope we get a chance to have lunch or dinner at S&S really soon. I really admire and respect you. You are the kindest yet strongest person that I know, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I can't wait to see you in person.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Carlson. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Carlson. Hope you have a wonderful birthday day. We send you our love.
Love to you, Carlson. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Sue. Thank you for being such a great neighbor and such a beautiful gardener. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Sue. Thank you so much for being a great neighbor for 20 years. Oh, and that's George, by the way, in case you weren't sure. Looking forward to seeing you soon.
Hey, Sue, it's Will.
And Ferris, Donham.
Happy 80th birthday from us. And thanks for keeping an eye on me when I was a kid hanging out on Winslow Street. Even when Owen and I showed up in the back of a police car, you were always very kind.
Oh, and thanks for employing me all these years in your garden. Some of the best chit-chats I've had gardening, I've been in your garden. We love you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Dear Sue, your son Benjamin sent me a note and said he'd like me to play a video of some event or memory I have of us in our youth. And that's an easy thing for me to remember because I'm going to skip all the time to babysit for us down in Lancaster and go right to my graduation when I moved out to California. No, it was Colorado, skiing in the mountains. And after contemplating things for a while, I decided I wanted to move to Boston. So with some help from Mother, I moved into your apartment. I think for a couple of months before you kicked me out. But one of the events I will never forget is when Brigham came to visit, your friend Brigham, and we were sitting around and I asked if I could smoke marijuana and you guys said sure. An hour later you were curious enough to ask, could you smoke marijuana? And Brigham. And you did, and a few minutes later you announced you didn't feel a thing. However, you got bored and picked up, you said going to walk the dog, you picked up the leash and walked out the front door. And I looked at Brigham and he didn't say anything. And a few minutes later, you came back in and said, you forgot the dog. So I don't think I'll forget that. And if you want to smoke marijuana again, let me know. And dear Sue,
we got it.
This is what happened. I don't... It's not working.
I know. All this time waiting.
Oh, it is working.
Okay.
No, now we have to start over.
You can edit it after.
Okay.
Just say go.
And so this is what happened. That was
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sue. Happy birthday.
Thank you, Sue.
Happy birthday, Sue. Many happy returns of the day. When this difficult time is over, we will plan to hang out together again. I'm looking forward to more funky corn and some delicious turkey one day, teenage boys, even red meat. It would be fun to see you, and I am so glad that you're part of my life, and glad that we have known each other 35 years, perhaps a shade more, and that you are healthy and well. Look forward to seeing you tout à l'heure. Bye-bye.
Well, hello, Aunt Susie.
Happy birthday!
Well, happy birthday as well. That's what this is all about. This is your favorite nephew, Billy Sparks, and this is my wife, Jenny, your favorite niece-in-law. And God, I have so many memories to share about you out burning yourself in northern Wisconsin at resorts and playing all kinds of crazy games that you couldn't get enough of, and hating all the deer flies in Wisconsin. I'm surprised you ever came back to Wisconsin. But to hear all the other things that people have said about you, it's really a remarkable thing that you've put together in your life, and I'm just proud to be a part of it.
Me too. Happy 80th. I just love you because you are fun, funny, and feisty, and thank you for being Billy's favorite aunt.
And keep being it.
We love you.
Love you.
Hi, Sue. Happy birthday. I told Ben when he was going to do this, which I think is great, that it was not possible that you could be 80 years old. That would make me way too old, and I'm not too happy about that. But I hope you're having a good day and getting a chance to do some things, considering what weird times we're living in. I was trying to think of some memories from the good old days, things I can remember. I know we had a lot of dinner parties. The very first dinner party you invited me to, I was very excited to go to your house. And I showed up like a good Midwestern girl 5 minutes early, so I wouldn't be late. And you answered the door. You were still in your bathrobe. And you very patiently explained to me that nobody there would come to a dinner party early, that it just wasn't done, that you really don't expect anyone to show up until about half an hour after the party starts. I had a hard time doing that, but you still let us in, so it was a good time. We had lots of fun at those parties. The company was always good. You're a great cook, so the food was always great. And I got a lot of good recipes from you. Always had a lot of laughter. I did get to spend quite a bit of time at your house because you were trying to be nice to me. I was a young girl, and I house sat for you and dog sat for you. I know one time we did try to clean your kitchen, and we decided to scrub your cupboards. And I'm sorry about that. You kind of know what I mean. But in the end, your kitchen got remodeled, so no harm done. You were a really good boss. I have lots of fond memories of Meeting House. I remember you standing up at your desk and leaning back so you could try and read things from a distance because you didn't want to get bifocals. So guess what I'm doing now? Standing up and leaning away from my documents. I would remember you would bring your New York Times crossword puzzles in. So, and if you were at home and you were there in the morning with you tried to leave you alone so you could have your coffee and do your Times puzzle before he didn't talk to you. I remember a very exasperated voice telling me and Jean to please, really, that we had to stop talking and get some work done. I remember one time at work, I got drenched on the way in, and you gave me your trench coat and told me that I should go across the street to the laundromat, and I could strip in the bathroom and just wear your trench coat while my clothes were drying. So I did that. Thank you very much. It was very exciting. Once you decided to try to help all of us girls to do some budgeting. I'm guessing that we were all complaining about how poor we were and, how we didn't have any money and etc. So you told us to bring all of our expenses, what we spent for cat food and rent and all that stuff, and you were going to take it home and help us do budgets for ourselves. The next day, I remember you came back and you were like, you threw your hands in the air and you were like, well, we don't pay you enough to live on. So I know you were trying to do good. We didn't care about budgeting at that time because who cares when you're that young? But it was a nice idea. And I believe you were able to finagle some extra paid vacation days for us to kind of make up for the fact that we were on the low end of the pay scale. I remember hours and hours of playing cards in an empty office over the lunch hour. I think we played Spite and Malice, but I'm not really sure. And of course, I don't remember how to play it now. I remember you were very kind to me when I decided to go back to school, and you hired on Jean so that I could go to school on some days for class, and there would still be there people to work for Meeting House. You threw me wedding showers and baby showers. You listened to my troubles. You had dispensed advice. You even took me out to buy maternity clothes, so I don't know any other bosses that do that. You were just a really good friend and helped me a lot and took care of me when I was far from home. And over the years, you were kind of a boss, big sister, surrogate mom who became a very, very dear friend. I love you. I wish I could be there to help celebrate your birthday with you. Have a lovely day. And thanks to Ben for doing this, and say hi to your family. And as always, if you're ever in my neighborhood, stop by. Love you. Bye-bye.
Hi, Sue. You made it to the 80s. I'm so happy I'm not alone in here. Both of us worked for Harvard University prior to our recent retirements, and we first met in a committee meeting of Harvard retirees. We both volunteered to plan interesting local group events for retirees. As we began working together, we shared bits and pieces of our lives and backgrounds with each other. From these similarities in our lives emerged. Sue growing up with a family from Minnesota and Wisconsin areas, and me from Chicago surely didn't make for a coincidence. But the more we worked together, we realized the similarities in our thinking. The more we talked, we began to come up with similar incidences. We both had recently been diagnosed with cancer for about the third or fourth time. When we started, a stronger friendship developed over this. And one day we went to lunch together. When Sue picked me up in her car, she revealed she had lived on the very property I was currently residing on, a small dead-end street with not too many houses. She actually had lived directly across the driveway where my condo was. Sue raised her sons here and knew all our neighbors. We are discussing many years at this point. We just kept finding similarities in our lives that kept surfacing, and we shared so many of our feelings about life at this point. Sue raised 2 sons and I raised 2 daughters. Sue, is our friendship a coincidence? We were meant to find each other. I wish you the happiest birthday and a wonderful year. Sydney.
So, Sue, I was planning on being born on your birthday on July 3rd, 1964, and I was all ready to go, ready to get out of there, and all of a sudden I find out that we're at the doctor's office, and I hear Mom ask the doctor if I could please wait to be born until after the 3rd because you're having a party on the 3rd, and she wants to hold off on the birth. So I'm very disappointed. I am stuck in the womb for another several days, and I just want you to know that I'm really sorry I didn't get to be born on your birthday. And it's also because of your party that I didn't get to be born on your birthday.
But the party was great, Sue. We remember that. Anyway, I can't believe you're 80, and fortunately I'm not 80 just yet. But anyway, happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday,
Sue.
Sue.
We love you.
Come and see us. Bye.
Bye.
Keep going.
What's going on?
I don't know this woman. I'm just.
Oh!
It's your birthday, yes it is, it's your birthday, yes it is, it's your birthday, so happy birthday to you, yes you. It's your birthday, yes it is, it's your birthday, yes it is, it's your birthday, so happy birthday to you, yes to you.